Plus, in just a couple of minutes, I'll have the all-important weather forecast for the coming few days.
Talking about those weather warnings that have been put in place. So presumably, I think it's fair to say it's going to be sunshine all week, right?
Yes, you're hired, Charlene. My work here is done. Yes, absolutely. And of course, there has been quite a lot of doom and gloom about the weather at the moment. Of course, in terms of the climate story, the rising temperatures, the impact and the downsides of this weather. But the flip side of that coin is that there are an awful lot of children who are on summer holidays at the moment. And this, I have to say, is very usable weather as a parent, because you know that you can go outside and not have to dress your children ready for rain. So let's have a look at some gorgeous pictures around across the UK. This one was taken at Wrexham earlier this morning. And this sort of really misty picture is something that you see quite a lot at the moment. There's not much moisture around, but there is always a little bit of moisture in the air, and that condenses overnight as the temperatures drop. And then this is the beautiful views that you get first thing in the morning. The harvest, of course, has come very early this year, the earliest in many people's memory, and the harvest in East Suffolk is well and truly in, as you can see by the straw bales. And let's have a look at the next picture, please. There we go. People keeping cool in the water, in and around the water, and certainly that's what we need at the moment, because as Charlene said, we are going to continue to see this very warm weather for the rest of the week. Don't forget, of course, that the UV levels are extremely high at the moment. So although we're not necessarily abroad on a holiday, the sunshine is just as strong here. So slip, slap, slop with the old sun cream, of course. And of course, stay in the shade, drink lots of water. Let's have a look at the forecast, although there are no prizes for guessing what's in it. Let's have a look. So yes, absolutely glorious summer holiday weather on offer for you, particularly if you're having a staycation. You will be cheering at the forecast for the week. So this week it is, of course, hot and sunny, high pressure firmly in control. Some rain for the far north and northwestern parts of Scotland for a time, but then even you're going to be turning dry as well. Let's get detail then as we look ahead to this evening and overnight. There are those frontal systems. As I mentioned earlier on, high pressure dominates much of the UK, forcing these rain-bearing Atlantic frontal systems up and over the top of the UK, dropping its rain, its precious rain there across northern parts of Scotland and the Northern Isles as well. Temperature's not too bad really for the time of year, bearing in mind how hot it has been recently overnight. It's not going to be too uncomfortable for sleeping. Temperatures probably staying up at around 15 degrees. Looking ahead to tomorrow, early mist if you're up early enough, and that rain continuing to pull away from the far northern parts of Scotland. But really, it is an absolutely glorious day. Lots of sunshine around, and of course, temperatures on the rise once again. This relentless build-up of heat at the moment. A little bit more refreshing there across the northwestern parts of Scotland, but temperatures in the south really very warm indeed. Up around 30 degrees is expected in central London. And then we jump ahead to Wednesday. And it's a case of spot the difference. We are expecting it to be a dry day for far northern parts of Scotland. You'll get some sunshine as well, and you definitely deserve it after all that rain. But towards the south, temperatures again on the rise, up at around 30 or 31. Briefly ahead to the next few days, medallions of sunshine and rising temperatures. So there's certainly, as parents, very usable weather in the forecast over the next few days, as long as they don't burn.
And to use your phrase, slip, slop, slap.
Something like that.
Sunblock.
I told you were hired.
Thanks very much, Becky.